Hi, y'all, and welcome back to my blog. It's called Sally Sue on Society. I'm Sally Sue. Last week we were talking about slut walks and that form of protest. And this week, this time I thought we would talk about same-sex marriage and homosexuality in our society. As we all know, as recent as November 6, 2012, um, voters in Maine, Washington, Minnesota, and Maryland all approved same-sex marriage. They all thought that it was okay. They all thought that, I guess, marriage isn't just between a man and a woman. It is now open to women and women and men and man. Anyway, that leads to a grand total of 9 states in our country. 9 out of our 50 states now approve same-sex marriage. So apparently, homosexuality is prevalent in our country. I mean, that's 9 out of 50 states. That is 18%. 18% of our country now allows for same-sex marriage. 18%. That is 9 states. 9. Our country was founded 188 years ago. And in 188 years, 18% of the country, 9 states were able to agree that marriage is now allowed between same-sex couples. What does that say about our society? And that's not all. On May 9th, President Obama openly supported gay marriage. He said that he supports same-sex marriage. What does that say about us as a people, as a country, as Americans? I have an article here in the New York Times, and they write, his support ended years of public equivocating over the divisive social issue for the president, who previously said he opposed gay marriage, but repeatedly said he was evolving on the issue because of contact with friends and others who are gay. I mean, the president now supports it. That it means that our society is changing. I mean, he has power as the president, and he said he supports it. Last resource I'm going to bring up, which is an Australian sociologist. He's a professor of sociology at the University of Kent. His name is Frank Ferretti, and he wrote me an email, and he said, because we were having a discussion about this, and he said, from a sociological perspective, the ascendancy of the campaign for gay marriage provides a fascinating story about the dynamics of the cultural conflicts that prevail in Western society. During the past decade, the issue of gay marriage has been transformed into a cultural weapon that explicitly challenges prevailing norms. So basically what he's saying, and what I'm trying to say, is that this whole issue of same-sex marriage is no longer just an issue about marriage. It no longer has to do with a legal document. It no longer has to do with a paper about, it no longer has to do with marriage. It is now an issue bigger than that. It is an issue about our society. It is an issue about our social norms and how we view homosexuality. I mean, for decades we have built a sociological structure that sets up certain, I don't want to say stereotypes, but I don't want to say stereotypes or labels, but our society has helped us define homosexuality in very strict terms. We have come to understand homosexuality in a very defined way. I mean, we all know that homosexuals are supposed to act a certain way, and they're supposed to like certain things. I mean, all homosexuals like to get their eyebrows done. They all like Sex in the City. They all like margaritas. I mean, there are very, very defined norms we have in the way we view homosexuality. And that seems to be changing. And what I'm trying to say is our society is set up in a way that helps us understand homosexuality and what it is. So why change it? Because that's what's happening in the United States with the legalization of gay marriage. We're changing the way we fundamentally view homosexuality and the way we see it in our moral compass. It's a change in the way we see it morally. It's a change in our ability to accept homosexuality, and it's a change in our way to view it. And who wants that? Who wants to change things? I mean, the way things have been is the way they will always be. And any sociologist would agree with me on that. And that's what I have to say about our society as it stands today. I'm Sally Sue, and thank you for joining me. Come again next time, where we'll be discussing welfare.